Welcome back to the channel. Today we wanted to talk to you about a couple of things that are different or that you cannot find here, but you find in the States, and what we know about it. Let's begin with Fanta, okay, sodas in general. So I don't know if you guys seen a little short that I made about the Fanta, comparing the Fanta from the US and the Fanta in Italy. So there's a big difference. They're completely different. This is the Fanta in the US, and this is the Fanta in Italy. They look like two different sodas, and the taste is different too. According to the ingredients, the Fanta in the US does not have any orange juice, but the Fanta in Italy contains orange juice from concentrate. Also, the US Fanta has 73 grams of sugar versus the Italian Fanta that has 59 grams.
Yeah, and you won't find Mountain Dew here in any of the stores. There's a difference. They don't sell Diet Coke. They sell Coke Zero, but they don't sell Diet Coke like we know in the States in the silver cans. So those are the couple of soda things that we've noticed. Yeah, so even the Cokes are different here than they are in the States.
Another thing you will not find here are the regular Cheetos that you find in the States. Those don't exist here. They do have a version, but it's more like a white cheddar type Cheeto, and they're smaller. Cereals. If you compare the cereal, for example, Special K. If you compare Special K from the States versus a Special K here in Italy, you can tell the one in the States has a lot more sugar. Now, I would say it's preference. In my case, I have a sweet tooth, so yeah, I prefer the one in the States because it has more sugar. But that's just, whatever, whatever you prefer. Another thing that I find it as a contradiction in terms is the Kinder Egg. And it's been, politicized and everything. Kinder Eggs is a chocolate egg that has a toy inside. Now, since I just said I have a sweet tooth, I've been buying them because actually the chocolate is very thin, so it's not that much chocolate that you get with it. It's a little egg with the toy inside. But let me show you what the toys look like. You see, this is the problem when you have a sweet tooth and you're an adult. This is what happens. And these are not even all of them that we've been buying, but each toy comes inside the egg. And they're actually, they are not like that. You have to assemble them. They come in like 3 or 4 parts, and you have to assemble them. So yeah, that's what comes inside the Kinder Egg for the ones that never seen it. Another thing that is different when you go to the grocery store, you know how they have the packages of water or sodas that are 6 bottles or 12 bottles, things like that? Well, if you just want to buy 1 bottle, you can break the plastic wrapping and take 1 bottle out and just buy 1. In the States, you're not allowed to do that. If something is like that as a package, you have to buy the 6 bottles or 12 bottles, whatever it is. Another type of candy that we did not see at all, Skittles and Mountain Dew are not allowed because there is an ingredient that it is used for fire retardant. So that's a problem, and they don't allow it in the food here. So yes. Another thing that is different, if you're looking for Mr. Clean, the brand Mr. Clean, you are not going to find it like that. It's called Mastro Lindo here. I actually like that. And I would say we notice that, for example, bleach is not as strong, at least the smell. We're not saying that it doesn't get the job done. I mean, it disinfectant and whatever it is. What we're saying is it's not smelling as strong as the one in the US. It feels like the cleaning products they have a less toxic smell, which we are not experts in the subject. Maybe some of you are and can tell us, but they do smell less strong here than in the States. Another thing, of course, and many of you probably already know, is the eggs. The eggs, you will find them in a regular shelf here. not in the refrigerated area. Now, there is one supermarket that we've been to here that they did have certain eggs in a refrigerator area, but to be honest, the majority are on the shelves. And for what we read, is because they're not washed. In the States, they wash them, and that's why they have to be refrigerated. And that what happens is they remove some type of coating, protective coating, and that's why they need to be refrigerated. The last thing that we want to mention is spices. So in the States, people are used to eating spicy food, especially in the South, okay? Scott is from Texas, so he likes spicy food. And when we're talking about spicy, it's super spicy. Well, here you will have some stuff that is spicy, but it's not at the same level, okay? So Italians are not very into spicy food. So that's something that, you know, you have to get used to. Now, in our case, we try to get certain condiments or spices from the States because we have access to the military base here. And that's how we get certain spices like buffalo wing sauce and things like that. But again, if you need something stronger, you're not gonna find it here. It's more of an import thing. You will probably have to go to an Asian market and places like that to find something that is super spicy like in the States. And lastly, I would like to mention that in the States, you go to a grocery store and you find basically everything. You have the pharmacy, you have everything in one place. And the same thing happens if you go to a Walgreens, for example, a pharmacy. You can pretty much do grocery shopping in a pharmacy because you have everything. Well, here it's more divided. Everybody stays in their lane, basically. So if you need something from the pharmacy and you're going to the grocery store, you're not going to find it. You need to go specifically to a pharmacy for that. Even something trivial like vitamins, okay? Now, many grocery stores will carry vitamins, but if the grocery store is small, you're not gonna find it. So things like that. But basically, you have to be mindful that things are separated here in that sense. So, and it's a good thing because it gives room for the small business owner to keep their business. You know, in the States, it's more of a corporation level. You know, the giants in the block. Here, you still have the small grocery store, the small neighborhood store. So that's a little insight when it comes to the little differences in foods and cleaning supplies and when you go to the grocery store. In the meantime, we're leaving you another video here if you're interested in renting an apartment in Italy. See you next time.